Yo, what up? Welcome back to another episode of the We Might Say Anything podcast, episode 30. I'm your boy Mac the Wise Soul. We apologize for our tardiness tonight. We would have been on time if it wasn't for, somebody showing up a little bit late. I ain't gonna point them out or anything, but they
I'll
on
say
the
his name.
bottom row, down here somewhere, we would have been on time. But how y'all doing, fellas?
I'm good and punctual.
I'm good. Punctual.
You two were both here on time, and I appreciate that. And a nigga didn't not show up last week, and then he decided to come in late this week.
Don't forget the week before he showed up late because he was asleep.
So that's you on a bad streak right now, bro. Like,
I just want to know who you think you are.
Yeah, you getting royalty checks now, nigga. You don't know nobody no more and shit. You acting different.
I'm just a dude that's like working and just living my life, man. Like I'm just trying hard to be here on time and
What you mean, nigga? You literally forgot we were on tonight, nigga. Like, what do you mean trying to?
Because this working from home and like things of that sort. Sometimes it's days merging together. I didn't know what day it was.
Nah, we been past the days merging together.
Okay, well,
it's been a year.
I'm staying up. I stayed up until 2:00. Trying to get caught up on Snowfall. I know y'all watch that and stuff because I've been trying to get caught up. So I've been going to bed about 2:30 each night
to watch Snowfall.
So, yeah, I'm on season 3, episode 2 right now. Started watching it. What? Like 3 nights ago.
Are you trying to impress us with your binge watching skills, nigga? I'm not impressed. Show up on time. People got shit to do.
Nigga, that's all you. You ain't gonna say nothing else, nigga?
Really, I'm just waiting for this to just kind of move along and like have like niggas forget this happened.
I'm just saying the excuses are getting worse and worse every week.
Yeah. We kind of gotta get on you for this, man. Like, we kind of gotta get on you for this, man. You literally you were 30 minutes late, bro. And your excuse was I forgot what day it was. Oh yeah, we're on.
That's true. But I was also I was at the main job. Now I was at the main job and I did forget what time. I forgot what day it was.
I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. I really think it's because y'all don't know. Can we talk about the royalties? Is that something we can talk about, Spade?
No.
I won't put you out there.
No.
Oh, okay, my bad. I won't bring it up then. All right. What's going on with you, Reek?
Hey, what do you get royalties for? What does a nigga get royalties for?
That's a good question. Why you get checks from Sony?
Hey, he was in the discrimination suit. Hey, that dude touched you. Hey, you let that man touch you.
Somebody touched him. You know what? That actually would make sense, man. It would make sense.
No, I didn't get touched, man. I didn't get touched.
He was part of the Sony hack. They leaked some pictures.
Maybe like years ago. Something
pictures
like
you had stored on an old PlayStation.
Maybe years ago.
That would never get seen.
He had an old memory card, nigga. That was corrupted, nigga.
Damn PSN network.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, that might get tapped back into later, nigga. We'll see, nigga.
Speaking of tap back into, weren't you gone last week because you were getting like you was in the Dominican Republic getting your daddy makeover?
Oh,
he was getting shit lifted and tucked in and.
Me?
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what the streets are saying. They said you was gone in the Dominican Republic getting your daddy makeover.
Hey, if the streets is talking, they got to say other things. I don't want that to be what it is. It'd be like, I was out there getting that money, or like, I was like howling at these bitches or something like that.
You good?
Why would you say that? Like, I'm
talking about,
you
like,
already know where that's gonna lead to. Like,
I'm saying if the streets is talking, that's what I want them saying. Not like I'm going to go get a tummy tuck or something crazy like that. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you were gone last week. You want to talk about it?
Man, I just didn't feel good, man. I was like feeling sick, like, so I needed
shit.
I needed to take some time to get myself back together, So that's really what it is.
Are you feeling better?
Did you get like a COVID test or anything? You got any virus issues or?
No, I didn't get no
herpes, nigga. The other virus.
I didn't get no test because I don't want to know.
Wow.
Wow. That's dangerous. That's reckless right there.
He's
bro.
like, I'll see if she gets a test in there. If she's all right,
Find out, nigga.
then we all right.
Hey, so since you was out sick, did your wife take advantage of you?
Like, what you mean?
Oh, so it only works the one way then.
Yeah,
So it only works when she's sick.
Yeah, you said when she's sick, you take her temperature, and when you're sick, she
exactly.
turns you over and takes your temperature.
Darnese said, "Shake my head. His wife will be in shortly." I think she will be also. Look,
No.
that's probably what she said last week. I'll be in shortly. Yeah, that what happened.
She was like, "Lay on your stomach."
Exactly.
You're gonna feel a little
accurate
pressure.
temperature.
You're gonna feel a little pressure.
You like dealing with her when she warm.
Just take
Maybe
a
she
deep
want to
breath.
deal with you when you warm.
Nah,
No.
I mean, she's like, oh, I don't want to get sick, but me, like you just said, I'm a little reckless. Like I'm not tripping. If it's warm, I'll go ahead and, take care of
Dive
it.
in.
Yeah. I don't mind if I get sick, We a
Clearly.
team.
So
Now,
again, so she didn't. She minded though.
oh yeah, she mind. She
As
don't
far
want
as
to
you
get
being
sick.
sick or whatever.
Yeah, she don't want to get sick and like she be like, oh, you sweaty. I'll be like, I'm not
So
tripping.
she
on
didn't
that.
take care of you or that nigga. She didn't like
No,
bring you no soup or nothing. Or
I
no,
mean,
don't look
Man,
away.
this,
Tell
this
us the
man that
truth,
got
man. Like,
rice and chicken on his birthday. He ain't getting no food.
Well, you know what? She makes what is it, like chicken and wild rice, like soup, like something like that. She'll make soup and stuff like that. But like she's a real, I don't know what I had.
What did you say? What kind of soup?
like chicken and wild rice or something
What
like
the
that.
fuck
Like,
is wild rice?
it's like wild rice or something, like
Yeah,
soup that Panera make or whatever. And she know how to
Wild
make it.
rice. Nigga,
so
I
she
didn't
went to
know.
Panera and got it.
I ain't know.
No, she
rice got
actually knows
lit
how to
like
make
that.
it.
I only know about jasmine rice.
Oh yeah, jasmine's good though. I'll eat jasmine rice. But like she real into like if you sick, you need a hot toddy, and next thing you know, you fucked up drunk. So I'm like, I'm not really into her.
And
like,
every time you wake up, your ass hurt. I got you.
so I don't really want to be messing with none of her her remedies because she's always like, oh, you need a hot toddy. Oh, you need a hot toddy. I'm like, are we trying to get toe up here, or am I just trying to get healthy? Like I don't know what we're doing here.
Trying to get you loose.
Every sickness don't require whiskey.
Trying to get you loose.
She trying to make it easy for herself.
Trying to make it easier for you to
You know what?
forget.
That actually makes sense now, right? Yeah, just drink this, and she probably carried you to the back and shit, nigga. Like threw that nigga over her shoulder, nigga, and walked him back there.
Took that ass and laid him down. He ain't even remember it the next day.
You
Oh
did
my
say you
God.
don't remember that, nigga.
He's like,
so-
I only remember flashes.
Yeah.
And biting down on a pillow. Shit was
Oh
weird.
man. Is that what's happening, man? Said Jones said that across the water soup. That's what you was getting, huh?
Nah, no.
Why you sound like that? Like, oh no, sure.
Like we know it's
yeah. Are you? Should we move on? Are we exposing you too much right now?
No, I mean I was sick, man, and my wife always gives me like alcohol when I'm sick, because she's a hot toddy person. Drink
Gives
this
you
tea.
alcohol to take
Or-
care of you.
It'll be like some herbs or like
What does she put in her hot toddy?
I don't know.
Nigga, hot and toddy. Nigga, what's in a hot toddy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So
think there's water,
usually
tea?
it's hot water, lemon, honey, and
You
then
niggas giving
either
us recipes
Hennessy or
here?
brandy.
I know.
I-
And
I-
This nigga
maybe a
giving a
little bit of
sleepy ass
sugar.
recipe. Nigga. That nigga looked like he had a hot toddy.
I think there is honey in there. And I don't know
She
what
slipped
else.
that nigga Quaalude in that bitch, nigga. That's why I don't remember that, nigga.
That's
You know
why it's
what
a
it
secret
is, nigga.
recipe.
He got that hot Cosby, nigga. He ain't get no hot toddy, nigga. She let him know, nigga. This is about to go down, nigga.
Oh my god.
All right, Spade. We're gonna not pick on you for a couple minutes, nigga, before we get back, nigga. Reed, what you been up to, bro?
Just working, man.
That nigga. Hey, if we could play a drinking game for just working, nigga.
I'll hide that.
Y'all want to play a
drinking?
drinking game for just working?
Wait, hold on. Did
Working.
he actually say
Don't
where
worry.
he was working?
Nah, not yet. But there's a
It's
subreddit
coming,
for
it's
that.
coming.
There's a subreddit.
All right. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, you're on the subreddit now. That's what's up. You know about the subreddit. Okay.
Are you all right? I mean, the fuck was that?
Keep going, though. What is it going down?
Everyone knows about the subreddit account. That's cool.
The subreddit account. Subreddit is a thing.
hmm
I don't know
yeah,
what you talking about. They
I just
niggas
been,
doing the
I just been
like,
just relaxing,
like it's a
working,
secret.
hanging out with the kids, doing some reading. That's about it.
What you been reading?
Wait, you
Just-
got it. Okay, you said you was reading. We went into this last week, nigga. What have you been reading?
Been reading this self-help book about using the knowledge that you have in your head and just applying it.
What the fuck does that even mean, nigga? What the fuck? That nigga's like, put
How
one
much you
foot
pay
in
for
front of
this?
the other. Got another sucker. You got took by a grifter. Taking the shit in your head and applying it.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
yeah.
goodness.
One foot in front of the other,
yeah.
nigga.
Oh my goodness.
One step at a time, baby.
Who's the author, nigga? Like, who wrote the book, nigga?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I have to
Is it a
look
book
at
on
it
tape? What
again.
the fuck is this thing?
Nigga, don't fall under the pressure, man. You got
Here it comes.
get
You
off
knew
the
it was
ropes, nigga.
coming.
Like, yeah, nigga, like you just saw what happened to Spade, nigga. Like, get off the ropes, nigga. Like,
It's about to get worse. Look,
yeah, because remember last week, see, Spade, you missed last week. Last week, Reap said he was looking into investments and all kind of things and planning his financial future and moving forward, but he couldn't give us the details
no
So-
details.
at all, no details. So we pushed and we pried and we couldn't get anything out of him.
And then the nigga
Now he's
said, like,
reading.
trucking. We was like, are you driving the truck? Are you buying the truck?
That was what it was specifically
there-
the trucking.
He
Is
said
it trucking?
trucking
Is this
Trucking
reading going to help with the
companies?
trucking business?
like Karl Malone.
No, I don't. What does Carmelone do?
He drives trucks.
That's
Oh,
right.
I don't-
Yeah. He got the rigs, nigga.
I
Like,
feel like he should be doing other things, but no, I'm not driving trucks.
Any more details on the trucking companies or
There is no
trucking
details.
investments?
There's no details. There's
There's
nothing to really
no
talk about.
details.
There's nothing to talk
Finally,
about
I
right
can put all the caps away.
all right.
So
So the
The
self-help books or whatever, right?
Yeah.
They don't help with anything else that's moving forward.
I'm just sort of just continuing to work on myself. That's about it.
Oh,
with
okay.
help,
All right.
with a little bit of help.
Mhm.
Is this a hardcover book?
No,
Book on tape?
No, just regular book. Like it's there.
Just a regular book.
Just a regular paperback book.
Okay, so it's a paperback, so it's not a
Yes.
hardcover.
Written by a man or a woman?
A man.
Nigga, I felt like you thought about that for a second because you weren't sure what
A
his
little
name
bit too
or her name
long.
would be.
A little bit too long.
I mean, I don't.
Can you give us something that you got from the book so far that you've taken and used?
Nothing yet.
All right.
Are
You
are
just not starting out there is what you're saying.
I'm
Like,
just
you
I'm just
getting into
starting.
it.
Just get into it.
All right. All right.
Nigga,
I'm not gonna roast you too hard on this one. I'll let you slide.
What's the-
However,
What's the roast
I feel
about?
like-
You
I'm,
getting okay? Do you want to do this?
I mean, we can get
I'm
back
just-
into
I'm
it.
just-
I mean,
you want to do
just-
this?
I just don't
Look.
understand.
Do you want to do
Look,
this?
I be trying to save you, bro. And okay, I can't call off the horses once we start rolling. You know, like. Let me just
Okay.
mention this real quick. Just to recap, Spade. One more thing we can get into a little bit later. We asked Reap about R. Kelly last week because we had some
Oh.
R. Kelly situations going on, and we're gonna get you in. But I want you to think about some things. Is R. Kelly okay to listen to still? But back to going on Reap right now. Go ahead, Arrow.
Okay. It's the things you say and then ask why we have these questions. These are basic
Say no.
ass questions. We say, "What have you been doing?" You said, "I'm reading a self-help book." Self-help
That's
book?
it. Say no, Reap.
Really? Who wrote it? You got nothing.
No, no.
Hardcovers, paperback, book online,
Regular
on
book,
tape,
nigga.
Regular book.
anything. It's a regular book. What does that mean?
Just, I don't know. What does a hard copy paperback mean?
Can we
Like,
see
what
the
is-
book?
It's the type of book.
What does that mean?
this nigga ain't never had a textbook.
Where did you buy
Of
the
course,
book
I had a
from?
textbook.
Wait. Where did you buy the self-help book from?
Library. I went to the library.
Went to
Nigga,
a
you have a
library.
degree, nigga. This is not helping, right?
Wait,
Where did you graduate from again? Where's your degree from, nigga?
Shut up. Hold up. Now, what does
Time out,
having
time
my
out, time
degree
out,
have
time
to do
out,
with
time out.
anything?
No, we'll get back.
I want to, because we're talking about you don't know what a textbook is or a
I know
hardback or a
Who said,
paperback.
oh, who
nigga.
said I didn't know what a textbook was? Like,
Nigga, did you know what a hardback or a paperback was?
I know what those are. I just didn't understand the relevance of it.
Is it a hardcover book or paperback book?
And I already answered it. I
said
just
it's
don't
a
know what the
regular
relevance
book.
of it is.
You said it's a regular book.
Yeah, paperback book.
That's okay. Back to the okay. So you got this book from the library.
Yeah.
You didn't buy the self-help book. You
No.
went to the library looking for this book, or just looking around, seeking out self-help.
I was just at the library, just looking at stuff. I got a pressure cooker. I found
From the library.
From the library?
No, I got a pressure cooker, and I was trying to use it, so I was looking for pressure cooker recipes. So
Nigga, do you know
picked
what
up-
Amazon is?
Ooh. Okay. Yes.
And you're at
You
the
don't order your
library.
stuff, like books and everything from
Yeah. So that
Amazon.
I don't have to pay for a book. I can just rent it.
You have a library card.
Yes.
Can we see the
I ain't
library
gonna hold
card?
you.
Do you
I
have?
don't
Do you
have
have? Do you, wait. Do you
I
have a
don't know about
library
going in
card?
the library card
I don't.
during the pandemic.
You know, the library. First, there was maybe about 3 people in the library, and they were very strict about hand washing, mask wearing, like the transaction. Just checking out your book, you put it in the basket, they wipe everything down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't need
They're
those.
pretty strict.
You don't want to Google no
you went
recipes,
to the
man?
library
just
for
Google?
wait for pressure cooker recipes and
I
came out
went
with
to the
a
library to get so that my son can go get a book for his book report. While I was in there, while he's trying to figure that out, I went looking for just random stuff on my mind. That was one of them. And trying to find a self-help book was another.
Do you
So
have
that's where I went.
so you've read this book?
No, I told you that I just started reading it.
Are
Hey,
you
you know what? I just want to say I'm glad that you went to go get a book from the library for your son, because I just didn't understand why we were going to the library to get recipes for a pressure cooker, because I didn't know that they were still putting stuff. Like I felt like time
Like
wise,
new shit in the library,
yeah, like
right?
yeah, like I don't think they still put new stuff in there. You know, like for
Sergeant
pressure
Airshow
cooker.
said, "Who still goes to the library?"
Clearly,
saying-
I go to the library.
To get
Shout out to
self-help.
Red
And
Tom.
you should
What's up,
too. Our
Chicago?
taxpayers
Chi-town.
go
Shout out to y'all.
to libraries. So
Yo,
why aren't we going?
everybody give a shout out to Chicago real quick. Red Thomas in the building.
Shout out to Chi-town.
Shout out to Chi-town.
Are y'all going to libraries in Chicago?
Yeah, I guarantee
So
you.
you
Red's
guys,
gonna no.
say get rid of libraries then?
No.
No, nigga.
So
We're saying during the pandemic, you could order all that shit at home.
Sergeant Airshow, Google.
Google.
yes, but I was
I mean,
already at a library though.
Can we have the name of the self-help book? Maybe we want to help some other people.
No,
We can't have the name
We
of the
can get the
self-help
name,
no.
nigga.
no.
Okay. Again, I'm trying here.
What
I'm
are you
trying here?
I don't know what you're trying to do.
We're just asking questions
Yeah,
to the shit that you're saying, and then we get nothing back.
I'm giving you a
We
lot of
can't get
information.
The name of the book.
No, because then that'll tell you like what exactly it is I'm working on, and I don't want to disclose that.
Okay.
Can we get the author of the book? I'm sure they've had a few different books.
Okay, so
No,
hold
still
on,
don't
hold on.
wanna
Let's rewind
disclose
that for
that
one
either.
second. So you're working on something specifically that this is helping you with, like
An issue
So
that
you-
you have, that
it's
you
an
know
issue,
you
then.
have, and you're looking into making it better.
Trying to make it better. Yes.
Is the
Okay.
issue disclosing information?
Well, that. Well, I mean, like I would really like to keep
Just
certain
basic
aspects of my
information.
personal life private and not displayed here. So, like, I would like to
Okay.
keep that portion of it to myself.
now, had you said that at the beginning, we probably wouldn't have went so
But
hard.
it always goes into this to this to this to find
So,
out to find
Sergeant
out.
Airshow, I haven't read the
bundle of
book. I haven't
bullshit.
read the book completely. So I don't know if I recommend it.
Are you halfway through the book?
I just started reading the book.
Is that a couple chapters?
Is it
Um,
regarding like Twitter porn addictions or anything like that? Like, burner accounts. Like, I mean,
No, none of
you
that.
have an adult industry issue. Like,
No, none of that.
I mean,
The
you're not going to
ability-
tell us, obviously.
To have an honest conversation. Is that the title?
I don't know. No, it's not the title of it.
I don't know, nigga.
The way it is.
Jeez.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's been the Reap segment.
Nah, we got
Again,
another
you know-
one. Back to R. Kelly.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
Spade, are you an R. Kelly fan?
Yes, I am.
Have you heard any of his music before?
Yes, I have heard R. Kelly's music before.
And you like R. Kelly?
Yes, I do.
Can you name one song for me?
12 play. What is it? You Remind Me.
There you go. That's true.
What?
I mean, going down the line.
No, that was an Aaliyah song.
I'm sure he wrote it.
Yeah, the Back and Forth or whatever.
Acceptable.
What is it? The Best Sex I've Ever Had. I
There
think
you
that's
go.
on 12 play.
No.
All right. So
What is it?
so you-
Ignition.
you've
I can't believe I
established
forgot
you
about
know two
Ignition.
songs.
Would it be weird if you were to say you were an R. Kelly fan and couldn't name an R. Kelly song?
Yeah, I mean, you should at least be able to get a chorus, like the chorus or the hook, and we can go, oh, I know what you're talking about.
Spades on the stand. Sorry,
What it-
Air Show. Hilarious.
Spade on.
So let me ask you this, Spade.
Mhm.
We talked about last week not being able to listen to R. Kelly anymore because of his situation. Do you still listen to R. Kelly now, currently?
Yes, I do.
So,
You listen to
is
it
that
proudly
even-
with the windows down. You ain't worried about nobody hearing you.
No, I'm not tripping at that at all. Like,
Matter of fact, Red Thomas, you in Chicago. Do y'all still bump R. Kelly out in Chicago? Is like Step in the Name of Love, y'all stepping song still? I'm just curious. All right,
It
so you
should-
don't care.
it
You
should
play
be.
anywhere.
So even
Yeah.
if you didn't like R. Kelly, you would know an R. Kelly song, right? It would be pretty goddamn hard to not be able to name an R. Kelly song.
yeah, you have to be younger than the time. You know what I mean? Like a
Well,
younger kid might not
we
know.
don't like to talk about R. Kelly and younger. What I'm saying is, it would be weird if you were a fan and didn't know, couldn't name a song.
Yeah,
Well, our good buddy Reap, who likes to read books that he can't tell us about, likes R. Kelly and can't tell us about R. Kelly. And you missed the show last week. Is that
He coulda
weird?
He could have really used you. Like
I think it's
Bottoms-
weird,
The
but
bottoms needed to unite. He needed to clap.
Red Thomas, by the way, says yes, they still play R. Kelly out in Chicago.
as they should, man, as they should. But
See, I don't know if it's as they should. Like I'm like, I'll listen to it at home, but I don't know about out in public. I don't know if I'm
So
just
what
playing
you're
R.
saying
Kelly
is-
like that.
you got to listen to R. Kelly in the closet, basically.
Whoa, first of all, I'm not saying I'm gonna listen to R. Kelly in the closet. I'm saying if the song comes on and I'm at home, I'm in the car and I ain't got the windows down, and I might let it play, but it ain't on my Spotify list or anything like that. I haven't deleted any songs out of my phone. So that was the thing. Like, should we still be listening to R. Kelly right
Yes, R. Kelly is a musical genius.
I don't know if we should, but I do. Well, no,
Yeah, we
no.
should.
As of last week, I didn't, but I would like to put him in the rotation again.
I listen to R. Kelly.
now? I
Matter of
think
fact,
Anything Nation is saying that we can do it. It's okay.
yeah. Matter of fact, now that you said this, I'm gonna add him to my playlist that I listen to. That's like, I'm gonna add it to my playlist again because I think R. Kelly. We should be listening to him.
Even
His
with the
music-
court case coming up.
Why-
Even with the court
And
case.
by the
going on.
court case, I mean your
Listen.
court case.
Wait a second. Why we should be listening to R. Kelly? Why should we be listening to it?
Because R. Kelly is a musical genius and he gave us a whole lot of songs. And R. Kelly made great music. Now,
Mhm.
do I want him to watch my teenage daughter? No, but I'll listen to his music. Like to me, him peeing on somebody has nothing to do with me liking the music he made.
That's
All right,
not
well,
the argument. The argument is, can you separate the music from
the music from what he did.
Yes.
And
yes.
and then the other thing is like, where do you draw your line at? Like, if you stop listening to R. Kelly, or you listen to like other artists that may have crossed the line.
Have you ever listened to anybody that shot at somebody? Have you ever listened to anybody that killed somebody? I'm sure you have, and I'm sure
yeah.
you don't bat an eye at that.
I think you just gotta look at this as art and enjoy the art, but we don't have to like the person that
Why do you
created
art
emphasize
that.
again?
art so tough? Nigga?
Yeah,
Like,
wait.
like, why is the emphasis on art? Nigga? Like, like, what is that about? Nigga? Like,
See, y'all some bullies. Like, how come I can't speak? You know, I can't speak without going slang on it.
why did the bottoms always feel like y'all getting bullied? Nigga, like we're really not bullying. We're just asking questions and having
And
conversations.
y'all answer them the way y'all answer them.
What is it? What's Red Thomas
Sergeant
saying?
Air Show said Cosby Show can still be watched, which I said last week. I still watch
Yes.
the Cosby Show when
Yeah.
it's on. So
I let the kids watch the Cosby Show with no problem.
Red Thomas said R. Kelly does make good music. He weird as shit and on some other shit, but music is good. So like,
Whoa.
it's whatever.
Look,
There you
white
go.
people still watch Woody Allen movies, and
Yep.
he's a molester. So if
And the transition from Ignition to the remix to Ignition is a musical arrangement masterpiece. And
you should let your buddy Reap hear that. I'm sure he'd love it.
it's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Like that's the song right there.
Oh my nigga, you sound 75 years old.
Nigga, but he is 75. Nigga, like,
Nah, he ain't 75 yet. Got a
nigga.
couple years. It's coming up.
And then what? Just the 12 play album? Come on, man. You can't not listen to that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I haven't listened to R. Kelly in a long time. And I used to listen to him more, but like I haven't listened to him, I don't know, maybe like 10 years, maybe.
Okay, let me ask you this though. Was it a natural transition or was it because all the bullshit happened and you was like, I can't listen to him anymore?
I just can't do it anymore, honestly. Like I might listen to him if I'm listening to like if I'm listening to Big or something like that, or if I'm listening to like some Jay, but or a Nas, but that's older music.
That's like quite a few options. Nigga.
Wait, so
But they all,
are you talking about songs he's featured on, or are you talking about
even songs that he's featuring on? I might listen to that if it just happens. Like if I'm listening to an album and it just happens to come up, I might listen to it. But like I'm not going out and seeking R. Kelly.
So
And
you
I haven't
can't-
listened-
Can you name an R. Kelly song yet? Did you do the research?
Yeah, so I mean, like now that like thinking about it, there was the remix he did with Nas, "Street Dreamin'." Do not? Okay, all right. So
that's kind of like what? What about Fiesta?
How about
You know,
all
I gave him that last week.
What
nigga.
about
But-
Fiesta?
But wait a second. Well, like, why? I don't understand. Like this, I don't understand like this energy for R. Kelly though. Like, you guys are really riding for this child molester pretty
We're riding
hard.
Nobody is
I
doing
don't
that.
understand. Like, why is it like this big deal that I don't know this
Hold
child
up.
molester's
Rewind
catalog?
selector.
I'm out.
Hold on.
This again all started when your ass said, I like R. Kelly. And we said, "Oh, you do? What's your favorite song?" And you couldn't
Okay.
name one.
I
then we
did,
said,
and I
"Name a R. Kelly song,"
and I
and you
eventually
couldn't
named
name
one, and so now we're still on it.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
We were bringing Spade up to speed since he didn't tune into our show last
Right.
week for some reason.
And so I
We
just don't
recapped.
understand. And so I'm just trying to understand.
But
all
Sergeant
this-
Air Show said, "Hold on."
Exactly.
And
No, nobody believes what you just said because you a capper. Like,
I don't understand all the energy for this child molester. I don't
nice way to
understand.
try to spin
See,
it.
but yeah,
But
you
Tucker
making it about
Carlson and
something
shit
it's not
right now.
about though. Yeah.
if it
You
wasn't
over here trying to
everybody,
shoot
I
Tucker
don't like.
Carlson right now.
I told y'all I stopped listening to him, and it's hard for me to recollect anything from his catalog because I don't listen to his catalog, and I haven't listened to his catalog for a long time. I put 10 years on it. I'm not going to sit here and try to recollect.
You name a
stuff.
Stevie Wonder, name a Teddy Pendergrass song.
I listened to Teddy
Red Thomas
Pendergrass
said,
10 years
nobody
ago.
riding Robert, bro.
Exactly. This nigga
Oh
just
man.
said the first words that came to his head. I'm gonna get this off me real quick.
Like you guys are just riding for R. Kelly. Cool. Y'all
Keep
do your
saying
thing,
that,
man.
and you
It's not
see-
gonna stick, man. Yeah, it's not gonna stick, man.
Ain't nobody riding for R. Kelly.
Kind of sounds like it.
No, see, the thing is though, is that like R. Kelly made good music, and I can still appreciate his music. But he might be a piece of shit as a person, but he
you
made
had-
good music.
You handled the Robert Kelly situation the way you want to handle it.
How you
I'm
want
just
to-
gonna forget this nigga exists until
So
until his trial comes. I don't want to sit here and think about him or his catalog. There's other music that I can listen
he's a
to.
monster, right?
Hey, there's other stuff that I can listen to other than fucking R. Kelly. I'm sorry.
I don't understand.
Y'all listen to R. Kelly all you want. I'm not listening to this dude, man. Like y'all do that.
That's not the argument that was made last week.
I
The
don't
argument was you said I'm a fan of R.
Okay,
like
and
R.
I named
Kelly.
and I didn't, and I couldn't think of a song, which I said last week. I can't think of it off my head because I haven't listened to him in a really long time. To this show, I put 10 years. I probably haven't listened to this man. So
Okay, Sergeant Airshow brings up
honestly, as an artist, I don't care for him
Hey,
anymore,
don't-
man. I don't care for him anymore. I
That
don't.
What about
Hold on.
Fiesta?
That's why I stopped listening to him.
Nah. We
Hold on,
can't
hold
let
on,
this
hold
shit
on.
ride.
Hold
Last week, you
Yes.
said you liked R.
I
Kelly.
mentioned this song last week. Everybody,
I don't
believe
like.
I
I you know what? And I do not like
And then
that
this
song.
week, you
I
never
believe I
liked
can
R.
soar.
No, I said I stopped listening to him.
No,
And I said I stopped. I used to
You
be.
just
I'm
said
saying.
you never
I'm
liked R.
telling you
Kelly.
right now. I used to be a fan of his. I stopped listening to him about 10 years ago, probably even more. I can't. That's.
But why?
But why? Because like I don't.
Well, what he did, what he did bothered him and affected him.
Yes, you
listening
got
to
a
his-
valid reason of not liking him, but something is not firing right. Because you
Hold
say
on, hold
one
on,
thing
though.
one week and something
Sergeant
completely
Airshow brings
different
up.
next.
What about NJ? How y'all feel about NJ? Y'all still listen to Michael Jackson,
Michael
Yes.
Jackson's Michael Jackson.
Yes.
King of Pop? He's still the King
Yeah.
of Pop, right?
Mhm.
You listen
You
to
don't have
Michael
a
Jackson?
problem with that.
Yeah, but that was my thing.
And he even
that
said he was mad.
But that was my question as well when we first started talking about this. Where's the line being drawn? Do you not listen to other people who probably had like a crazy allegation or past? And so in this situation, I don't fuck with R. Kelly, but I fuck with Michael Jackson.
One allegedly molested little boys, and the other one allegedly peed on some teenager.
Well,
Thank you for
he's
saying
not
allegedly
just.
so
Well,
public.
you know, he didn't just pee on teenagers, right? You know, he
Are you
did other
talking
stuff.
about having the women like captive and things of that sort too?
Going up to high schools looking for women.
I mean,
Okay.
Some said MJ used to make little boys
Yeah.
bend over in front of him, and
Right. And there
Yeah.
and
Allegedly.
again, and
Yeah.
allegedly.
So then,
Allegedly.
how's
so
that
that's
okay?
where you draw the line.
Yeah.
Wait.
I
So
don't-
you draw the line with not going to
I think-
McDonald's and picking up high school girls, but picking up little boys and looking at their butts is all
Right.
good.
And so that's where
Right.
well, so that's and I think that's a
All
lot.
right,
I
let me
think that's
be a
something
good host. And
I think that's a lot of
keep it
what
away from
people
this,
like struggle with as
Yo.
far as like trying to
I
like,
hope
where's the-
self-help book is about drawing the line between picking up young girls and picking up little boys.
but you said that you
Just let it go, Reed.
you didn't think it was okay to listen to R. Kelly,
No,
right?
I
That was-
still can separate the music from the person, and I
but
said
you stopped
is-
listening to him for a reason, correct?
I stopped listening to it because it just didn't sit right with me at the time. But it was never.
But
I
you never
never-
stopped. But you never stopped listening to Michael Jackson, though.
Yeah, I put pause on Michael Jackson too for a little bit. I had to see how that whole thing was going to
Dark
play
Heart
out.
said, so where's the line, Reed?
Right, and I don't know. I'm just going to decide, pick and choose when I want to apply this and when I don't. That's kind of like what I'm doing right now.
I listened to them all the whole time
I think
because they were giving us art, and I can say that song is fire, but your ass need to go to jail. And you know, when I'm listening to Fiesta or the remix to Ignition, I'm not thinking about him kidnapping somebody or luring people in to his sexual cult or him wanting to urinate on somebody. I'm thinking about he make baby making music. You know, like I'm thinking about that aspect of it. Like,
Seems
you
like
know,
you ready.
yeah, it seems like you're ready. Or
Baby
like,
making music.
you know, inside of your walls, a Scorpio will dwell and will please your body all night. You know, like that kind of stuff. The greatest sex I ever had. That song and things of that sort. That's what I'm looking at.
So-
I don't-
Space
so
like
Dark-
he's getting off right now. Listen, thinking about this shit. They're like, whoa, bro, calm down.
So-
nigga.
Please your body all
So
night.
Dark Heart is saying it sounds a little hypocritical. You're right. It does sound hypocritical.
This man is
but-
conflicted. Self-help books.
And I'm not saying, and I'm not saying like what I'm like my thought process is correct or that other people should follow it. That's just how shit is working in my head.
All right. So anyway, let's pivot off. So let's pivot away. We're gonna get into some of these topics. Reed, we're gonna start with your topic, man. What's going on with your topic, man? What you got going?
Yeah, so
you got the notepad.
Sure,
okay,
I'm
ready.
I'm gonna get it right this week.
So I think we all heard about the interview that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had with Oprah Winfrey. So basically, in the nutshell,
hold on, I gotta put this up. Red Thomas, let me find out space. Got a pedal. Oh my god! Oh my. Somebody screenshot that and send that to me, please.
Oh my god!
Somebody screenshot this right now and send that to me. All right.
Like shit. Now I gotta change the name of that motherfucker.
Yeah, I was like,
this nigga's in my phone.
yo, Red Thomas busted you out, Spade. All right,
You
go
gotta change the passwords. You gotta change the passwords up.
Oh my goodness.
So back to what I was talking about. So Meghan Markle and Prince Henry. For those who don't know, they are in the royal family. In the royal family, they sat down to do an interview with Oprah Winfrey surrounding their decision to remove themselves from the royal family, from doing like their everyday duties with the family, whatever that may be. And then
they pretty much are saying them niggas is racist.
Why you end up interrupt my man's?
I'm like, ain't that what happened?
His 6th grade current events report.
We want to get to the juice, like
in the middle of my man's current events.
What did Meghan and Harry say? Looking like.
All right, so the main thing is, yes, there was some alleged bigotry, racism within the family. Alleged. First talked about, first happened when he started dating her, and then ongoing discussions about the possibility, like what the color of their baby's skin is going to be, and how that's not like royalty, and also Meghan Markle started talking about possible suicide thoughts, and then the situation got like real bad, and Prince Harry didn't talk to his father for a while, and all of this because he married somebody, with that was
black.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about this real quick. So first of all, did everybody listen to the interview? I know Errol said he did. Reed did. Did you listen to a Spade? Or do you have an idea of what happened?
I have an idea of what happened.
All right. So the royal family is pretty much on the defensive side right now, as Meghan and Harry, Prince Harry, whatever he is now, pretty much went on this 2-hour interview with Oprah on CBS, and Meghan threw out a lot of allegations toward the royal family, saying they pretty much pushed them away. Yeah, they pushed them out. They didn't necessarily want to leave the royal family or whatnot, and they pushed them out due to the son, due to Meghan being of color, and issues of that nature. Even they got so strict that they started changing titles of like royal family guard or whatever, to where the son wouldn't even be a prince anymore.
Oh, he would never become a prince, and they weren't going to pay for security for this for him. Just think about your family situation, and if you brought the wrong person to your family, because a lot of people's families is fucked up. Mm-hmm. These are just fucked up people that are from the most fucked up family of all fucking time. If you know about this royal family, you know they are the beginning to all the bullshit.
Spade's like, you don't agree, Spade?
Spade's like, nah, nigga.
He's like, no, they cool folks.
I'm not even tripping off of like fucking royalty and all that stuff. Like, and I was reading some stuff where people were like, well, what did you expect was going to happen? And I read a comment about, well, we got to stop saying, what did you expect? Well, I mean, what do you expect? If you're You're royalty. You get to tell people what the fuck you want to do and how you want it to be done. So the thing is that if you're royalty, you have an opportunity to have the audacity to say whatever the fuck you want to say when you want to say it.
But
So
that's not the why the what you expect is not is a big deal on this one, because these are the colonialists. They started all the shit, slavery, all that shit. They went around, bounced around, and made people conform to what they thought of being the way of life should be for them. And in turn, they took all the resources. So this is where it started. They've always been racist. Should we be shocked? No. Should we care? No, because this isn't even us. We're over here. That royal family is a family with no power and all reputation. That's it. They don't matter over here for nothing. If anything, just feel bad for Meghan Markle.
Because I wouldn't say they're a family with no power. Now, yes, they don't run the government or anything anymore, but they have an influence in that country, like
of fame, popularity. That's what that is over there.
It's real, and
to
you can
them,
tell by this
I don't
interview.
give a fuck about it over here.
but that's what I'm saying. It's real, and it's like it's becoming an issue over there because they're feeling like this Black American woman has taken one of their own, and he is now going against the queen or whoever and whatever the rest of the family or whatnot. It's got niggas in one nigga that already quit his show. What's the dude's name on HBO?
Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan that already quit his show talking shit about the girl or the lady. It's an issue, and it was clearly it matters out here because this interview was watched by
That's
many
because people care about the wrong shit.
Maybe so, but for the 24-hour cycle that it was in, that shit was hot. Like Twitter was on fire, people talking about the shit. It was all over the news because it was a big deal. Now, should it have been a big deal? That's debatable. Did we already know some of these things, or we figured we knew that some of this? Yes, we kind of understood that's probably how they are. But for them to come out and actually say this is what it is, like they've been saying in the chat, they took away these people's security. Like, this dude is still a target. I mean, he's Prince Harry. He's still a target. His wife's going to be a target. His child's going to be a target. I mean, we know the royal family got money. If you come up and take one of them,
but this shit really is not a big deal. It should not matter.
A lot of things shouldn't matter, but they do. Like, I mean, you can say that about a lot of shit.
It don't matter.
The NBA All-Star game don't matter, but people talk about it. A lot of shit don't matter. Like, it could be anything. You can say that about anything in life.
Okay, I'm gonna let you worry about what they doing over there. I'm more worried about Meghan Markle's her mental state. I don't want anybody to kill themselves. But as far as the situation being a thing, it's not.
So you're saying you believe her statement that she was feeling that way?
I choose to believe anybody that says they wanted to take their own life. I'm gonna go ahead and give people the benefit of the doubt on that one.
I'm not saying she was
capping
through the interview. I'm not saying that. But remember, she is an actress. And I think she played it interview very well.
Wow.
I'm not saying she is lying. Don't get me wrong. Meghan, we rolling with you, cool.
It don't sound like it. He said she's a pretty good actress. She was on Suits. That's USA. Ain't a good actress.
She could have been acting. I don't know.
She was opening up briefcases before that. Calm down.
I don't know what she did before.
I don't know. Anytime someone talks about off-any cells, I always give that some respect. So I don't think that somebody would lie about something like that. So, but
she just said she had thoughts. She didn't say she was just gonna do it. She's like, my thoughts were bad and Harry saved her or whatever. And I ain't gonna say this on the show because that's gonna get me in trouble. So, yeah. Okay. I just think put some respect on her name. Hopefully she's good. They clearly got money. She said,
"Who are you telling to put respect on her?"
I'm putting it out there. Like, everybody seemed to be on the same page here. I mean, we all agree, nigga.
Yes, we all agree it's wrong, and ain't shit gonna change. Them fools is gonna do what they do over there. She made a good decision, and I respect Harry's decision to stand by his woman and bring her out of that situation because I'm sure that couldn't have been easy.
Yeah,
it can't. Harry gave up the bag. Harry had
still got his mom's inheritance.
He got money from his mom, but there's levels to that bag.
That's what I said. I'm sure it wasn't an easy
Yeah.
decision. He made the right move, but I'm not jumping out the window to give him props for getting his kid out of a bad situation.
Wife, I mean,
there's a million people that do that shit every day.
You would have chose your wife also, right, Spade?
Huh?
Oh, jeez, nigga. All right, well, go ahead, Reed. What were you saying, nigga?
Yeah, so my biggest takeaway from that was not so much like Harry's thought process behind this how bigotry and racism works. You know, like he wouldn't have done that if he wouldn't have, like married a woman of color. Like he still would have been every bit a part of the racism and like within the family, and wouldn't have thought anything different of it. And it was only because he did marry somebody who went, okay, so now it's an issue that I need to, I don't know, I guess address. And so I don't know, like I question him a little bit in regards to this matter.
What what is that? He did what he did. He wouldn't have done,
but he wouldn't have came out. But he wouldn't have came out and done any of that. Spoke out against his family or any of that kind of stuff.
You're a person who lives in situations and you react to situations that have effect on you. So, like I said, I'm not jumping out the window to give him props for doing the right thing, but I'm not gonna look at him and say, oh, you did the right thing, but had you not been in this situation, you wouldn't have did the right thing. I don't know what the fuck he would have did. You don't know Harry.
I don't know Harry. I know he wouldn't have did shit, and I know he would have just continued to.
You don't even know what book you read. How are you gonna say what that man did?
Like I said,
so we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. So hopefully Megan get her life. Everything is gonna work out for them, and whatever happens, happens. So we talking about royalty now. So last Friday, Coming to America debuted on Amazon Prime. Everybody saw it. Everybody been talking about it. I know everybody in the group chat or in the panel tonight saw it. I'm assuming the chat saw it. What were your thoughts of the movie? Was it good, bad, terrible? What did you like? What didn't you like? Give me the details, y'all. What did y'all feel about Coming to America? Whoever wants to start, go ahead.
Okay, I'll start. Wasn't the best movie in the world. It was entertaining. I watched it. Do I think I'll watch it again? Probably not. But I'm not going to bash it because at the very least, it's Black excellence on screen. Eddie Murphy gave a whole bunch of people looks that ain't had looks since the first Coming to America. Everybody got the check. He spread it around. I can respect that. I'm not bad.
Car said better than expected. All right.
I have low expectations. If I had to compare it to anything, it seemed a little Norbit-ish. I think Eddie Murphy, he's past his prime of thinking what's funny. He's one note on what's funny. I don't like what they did to my man, Randy Watson. That is not what Randy Watson would have turned into.
All right, next up, who else had thoughts on that?
I did not like the movie, but I'm gonna say this. I thought Wesley Snipes was funny. I thought he was good in the movie. I thought Trevor Noah was funny, and then like I like some of the musical cameos. The Salt Pepper and Glass Knights, and like that stuff was cool. I had a lot of problems with the movies. I wanted to see more Simi. I thought that, that would have been nice to see Arsenio Hall because I thought him and Eddie work well together.
I was reading my notes, nigga. All right, say Jones, because we love the first movie, you'll appreciate the second one.
I didn't appreciate the second one, and it didn't feel anything like.
I appreciated it.
It didn't feel anything like the first one. I thought it could have been a spinoff, not so much a direct sequel.
Red Thomas said, "Reap don't like anything good." I roll.
That is the line of every show.
So I thought that like I said, I thought that it could have been a spinoff and not a direct sequel.
What?
Well, technically they've already had a spinoff, but
The show.
that's another
Tommy
yeah,
Davidson.
Yeah, that shit.
One
Was what
episode.
it was. Spade. How'd you feel?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. I mean, the last movie came out like 30 years ago. So really, for me, I wanted to see something that reminded me of the old movie. So to me, I think I say I like it a lot based on the fact that it was nostalgic. You know, they went to the well. You know, we got to go back to the barbershop. There was a still goofy banter between the old folks in the barbershop. You know, we got to see, you know, some of the club scenes, and just, it was a nostalgic movie, and it was made for, I think, the people who enjoyed the original movie. Like some of the stuff with John Amos did where with the McFlurry and the McFlurby, you know, like those
All right,
type of things.
None of that was funny, but but I like seeing John Amos.
But what I'm saying is that what were we really expecting? You know, you do a sequel 30 years later and it's supposed to be fire.
We all discussed what we were expecting last week.
So, you know, for me, I liked it a lot for what it was. You know, we got a return back, got to see Zamunda. We got to see, so I liked when they introduced who's it, Tiana Taylor, and she came out singing "Get Off" by Prince. I'm like, that made me go and add that to my try to add that to my Spotify.
Pedophile playlist.
Pedophile list.
He said, "I'm about to go back to the high school."
Yo, pedo Spotify list. Okay. All right, Spade does not have a pedo Spotify list.
No, I
you
don't.
Clearly put that out there. Yeah.
Anymore, that nigga just deleted it. I seen him do it.
He don't have a list like that.
I do have the On Your Back playlist that I would have for the ladies, you know, because they be on their back when they hear this.
Do you got a On Your Stomach playlist for all the fellas?
I'm dead ass serious on that one though.
So, Mac, your thoughts?
Look, y'all over here playing softball and shit. Look, I'm gonna say this. It was okay. It wasn't horrible. I watched it twice. The first night when I watched it, I was like, oh shit, this is really bad. Then I watched it again and I had to remember, okay, for what it was. Like you mentioned earlier, I wanted to see Eddie and Simi do more things as Eddie and Simi together. I think they focused a lot on the new characters, which I get it. It's a new movie. You know, they're trying to push the story forward. What I didn't like is what they did to the characters of the past.
Mm-hmm.
Like Akeem was not in the first movie. Akeem didn't come across as some little gullible punk who was soft, who was getting bullied and all that shit. I mean, this nigga literally took down Samuel L. Jackson in the McDowell's restaurant, you know, doing his little kung fu shit or whatever. Your boy Arsenio Simi, they was warriors. They would fight every night or every day in the morning and practicing as warriors, doing the backflips and all that shit. Now you have them coming in, getting punked by Wesley Snipes and shit, like his little crew from Next Doria. First of all, what is that? Because they're next door. That's lazy writing.
That's
lazy
terrible.
writing right there. I mean, it's shit like that bothered me. Did I enjoy it after all? I was like, it was okay.
If you think about the plot, you're gonna make yourself mad because
it was not good.
Not the part with the son, just everything about the whole Wesley Snipes taking over shit. Come on, this is Zamunda. He's a king of Zamunda. Unless everybody thought Eddie was a bitch in the movie.
They made him a punk. That's what they did. They made Eddie a punk in the movie. And Akeem, the character of Akeem, that's not what we saw originally.
No, he's a noble man who quotes Nietzsche.
He didn't come across as a punk, and now they pretty much punked him out and saying, "Oh, I need to bring this son back to Africa so he can save my kingdom or whatever." Leslie Jones, I think she's a little extra. She over the top.
Hey, you still smash Leslie Jones?
Who's Spade?
Oh, you.
Who's you?
I thought we went over this last week.
Oh, I never said I would smash anything like that.
Anybody take one for the team?
No. Would you take one for the team?
Nah, I can't. I don't.
The only one getting smashed is Sherry Headley, and that's it. Nobody else on that. Well, let me rephrase that. It might be There's a couple of them. The chick that old boy married, nigga, she was pretty bad, nigga. But other than that,
What about Tiana Taylor though?
nigga, you really stuck on this Tiana Taylor thing.
He
nigga.
looks.
I mean-
he likes a
add to that, nigga.
mustache. He likes. Every time I see Tiana Taylor, I see a mustache. Every single time.
No,
Optical illusion or something. Every single time.
the only knock is that like she got like a strong head, like
They
her-
made him a
her-
girl dad, nigga. Hilarious.
like her jawline is real strong. Like she looked like she got a muscular face.
She
nigga.
looked
Like,
tough.
yeah, like
But so you like that? You like a
It-
masculine look?
no, I'm saying she got a
He
muscular
likes
face.
getting
nigga.
choked out by his wife. She pick his ass up. Choke slam his ass.
I'm like her shit is chiseled though. You know, like she got a real square jaw. You know,
It's the mustache. For
No,
me.
no. Explain that, Spade. What are you saying? First of all, Red Thomas, yeah, it was filmed at Rick Ross's house, so that understands the cameo for that. I get it.
Is terrible African accent.
Even in
I'm not even
Zamunda, the
tripping
world
off of that.
seems small in Zamunda. It seems
Yeah.
small. They didn't leave the house. Everything looked like bad green screen. I ain't shitting on the movie. I
The
appreciate
CGI,
you,
the
Eddie.
CGI was bad.
It's
I
pretty
mean,
easy
I
to
get
do.
it. I did like this.
It had
Our
moments.
concern originally was how was they going to tie all this together, like as far as Eddie smashing Leslie Jones or whatever. I do like how they reenacted that scene and had Simi go to the bar or whatever and holler at them. I was like, all right, cool. I can live with that. I can accept that.
So he got
But-
date raped. That's what they made. That's what they made out the scene. Like he got
it was
he got
the 80s,
drunk and he
you
got
know?
Yeah,
got slipped
it was the
something.
80s. That shit
was the
Footloose
80s,
was a
you know?
thing, nigga.
It was rampant.
Hot Cosby's happen, nigga. That's just what went down, nigga. But Spade, what are you talking about this jawline? Why does that entice you, nigga? Like I'm concerned, my nigga.
no. It just looked like she got high speed like internet connection. Like it looks like
Oh,
she can.
wow.
You
Wait,
know,
what? Wait.
Wow.
it looked like she
All
got
right.
incredible download speeds. You know.
I don't.
Nigga, you can say it. We on a podcast. You gotta let people know what you're trying to say, my nigga.
Oh, DSLs.
All right, so that's what you thinking.
That was a long way to get around to the DSLs, bro. Like I was lost.
You were
He's
like,
like,
her
I ain't used
jawline
that
is
one in a
strong
minute.
enough. That's why you like her.
No, I think she got a body. I think she looked nice. I think she looked nice.
Hey, we learning what he puts in his porn searches. Strong jawline, muscular body,
He liked the Wonder Woman type. nigga.
BBC.
All right, so if you had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, what did y'all give it?
1 to 10,
1 to 10,
I gave it a 6. 5, 6. Yeah,
6.
it had its moments. Wasn't a good
4.
movie.
4.
Mm-hmm.
We found out his scale's different though. He got the
Yo,
slide.
like there's a lot of stuff in that movie that was not funny.
Did you find any
Yeah.
part of it funny?
I did. I explained
so
to
it
you
had
Wesley
mo-
Snipes, and it had moments. It wasn't 100%. That's why it's a 4.
How bad can it get? Okay, so damn, what the fuck's a? Can you get a 3?
7.5.
Seven and a half.
half.
Yeah.
You coming out the gate?
Hold on, this is the
strong.
same nigga that thought Ant-Man was like a 9, nigga. So
Nah, that was Ill Will.
no, they was both of them niggas. They both.
I
was on
liked
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Oh,
Yeah,
never mind.
you
You mean Ant-Man? Ant-Man was good. Ant-Man and the Wasp was not good.
I
Both
thought
the
that
movies
was pretty
was
good
trash.
too.
That's fine.
First one was really funny.
What?
Y'all niggas need to
Alright.
work on humor. Hey, by the way, did you come up with your top 5 white comedians?
Actually, I did, nigga. I ain't even remember that shit,
Can you
nigga.
name off top?
Nigga, George Carlin, and that's all that matters, nigga. Okay, hold on. I can't. Let me keep George Carlin.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. Top 5
Hmm.
comedians.
Hmm.
Jerry Seinfeld. That I like. Bill Burr.
Mm-hmm.
What's the nigga that was on King of Queens? The nigga
Kevin
that likes the
James.
comic books. No. The nigga that's like nerdy and shit. He knows all the like comics and shit.
I ain't watched King of Queens.
That dude,
Oh,
whatever that nigga name is. And that's I can give you those 4 right now. But anyway, yeah. We'll get to that in a second. nigga. I'm buying y'all some time. So
No, I got my list ready. I stay ready.
who you got? nigga, why didn't you mention this in the group chat earlier and as a reminder?
I'm always ready. Don't be mad at me because you're not
Nigga, I got
prepared.
you a question. Nigga,
This was
I
your
ain't gotta explain
topic.
that, nigga. I literally just gave you 4 people. So,
Facts.
all right. So I'm just saying, nigga, you could have brought this up earlier to remind niggas.
Nah, I like to put
forgot about
niggas
it,
on the
honestly.
spot. Nigga.
I forgot about it, honestly, nigga. But I'm gonna say this: George Carlin is by
It's
far
way up there. No, George Carlin's one of the top comics of all time. He might be top 3.
George Carlin was funny. He's on the list. I like John Candy. I like Kevin James. Jim Carrey's pretty funny.
This nigga
Candy.
picked all actors. I said stand-up comedian.
Jim Carrey he did
Hold
stand
on,
up too,
hold on.
right?
You watched Jim Carrey stand-up comedy in 1986?
Wait, real quick. Since you brought up John Candy, I'm gonna say this real quick. I didn't know Louis Anderson was even still alive, nigga. First off,
You know
nigga,
what?
just to get back
I
into
didn't know
Coming
that
to
either.
America, nigga.
He played a woman in a show.
That's
Baskets.
right. Yeah.
Bro, I didn't know
Didn't
if he
know
was
that.
transitioning because
I
he
didn't
got
know
the
he was
old
still
white
alive.
lady look. Like he looked like he smelled like an old white lady. Look,
The one thing I hated about the movie the most was they showed Louis Anderson's character before we saw Simi for the first time, and that bothered me. Other than that, all right, keep going. I just want to throw that out there, nigga. That shit
All right.
bothered me, nigga.
who's got that? You want me to get my list?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Speed
You know, if I
wasn't
get-
here, so he don't even know about this.
Wait, my man said, wait, what stand-up did John Candy do?
It's fine. Just give your
This
list.
man Googled white person. Funny.
Yes, I giggled random funny white dude. Yes, keep
Google.
going with your list.
Google.
Candy though, nigga. That
I
was
got-
a cartoon back in the
George Carlin, number 1. And I got Bill Burr, Gary Owen,
That's
Louis C.K., and then
Wait, hold on. Louis ain't he been there? He said, didn't he drop an N-bomb or some shit?
nah, he
What'd
ain't dropping
say?
N-bomb. He exposed his dick to women
Yeah,
he
was that guy.
unsolicited. Like they ain't asked for it, but he was showing.
Louis, okay.
So he got canceled for a little bit, but he white, so he's back. And then I got
I
as a-
don't consider Gary Owen a white comic though.
but he's white.
He's white, yeah.
And he's up there.
Technicality, I guess. Yeah.
Don't be mad because I think outside the box. And then I got
Alright.
Uncle Joey, strong number 5. Countless
Dave
Friday.
Coulier?
No, Uncle Joey, not Dave Coulier. Who
I
gives
was
a fuck
like,
what he did?
that's what I thought, nigga. I was like, what the fuck is that, nigga?
Uncle Joey as a character, stand-up comic.
what?
Uncle Joey.
Okay.
Nah, nigga, you not getting nigga. You got 4 niggas like
Nah.
no, nigga.
I
Y'all
had Mitch
don't even
Hedberg
count,
number
nigga.
5. I was just seeing if y'all was gonna let that one ride.
Dude, Uncle Joey. I was like, I thought it was another comedian named Uncle Joey. I was like, I ain't never heard of this nigga, but all right, cool. Spade, you got anything just off the?
Or Ron White. Ron White's up there too.
I got Bill Burr. I think he's funny. I still sometimes
nigga's
listen to
hilarious.
his stuff.
Yeah.
George Carlin. I got Gary Owens just because he in the
Owen.
culture.
Yeah,
Owen.
Wes.
I'm gonna need you
Yeah.
if you gonna take my list, if you gonna cheat off my list, at least get the shit right, nigga.
Well,
Don't
and then
copy my name too.
here's my other one. I have Rodney Dangerfield,
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
and I got
No respect.
No, that's
Yeah.
true.
and I got Dane Cook. I like Dane Cook.
Oh hell nah. See, that's what Dane Cook is.
I think he's
trash, my guy. Trash comedy for rude.
Hold up. How you gonna get mad at that nigga's list? Like,
I ain't mad at his
you
list.
get mad at a nigga's list.
I
that
ain't
they
mad
like,
at his
nigga,
list. I ain't mad at his list, but Dane Cook ain't funny.
What are you talking? I like Dane Cook. I listen to his stand-ups like on
Yeah, his
on
comedy
this-
is for simple people. That's
on
why he didn't
XM
laugh.
Radio and stuff.
There was a time Dane Cook was the biggest comic alive, but then people caught on to you got to be real dumb to like Dane Cook.
What are you talking about? Like some of the stuff where he's talking about where like you look in the mirror and you cry and then you watch yourself cry and stuff. That's just
Fucking
funny to me.
hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
Trash.
You be in tears on that shit, Spade? Like,
But I'll give you points for at least having real fucking stand-up comedians on your goddamn list.
I mean, I even listen to I listen to a lot of like comedians, like I listen to like Dry Bar and stuff like that, like a whole bunch of like white comedians, like dudes doing stand-up skits and like
Nobody's
promo.
arguing that you didn't. I just said Dane Cook's trash. Rest of your list is
I
fire.
feel like this
I'm
nigga's
letting
trying
you know
to
why
name
my-
drop
I'm-
some other comedians, nigga.
I'm trying to let you know why my list is probably the
You
list.
just trying to get in the clubs right now. You trying to get in the people, the Proud Boys in there. And you like, I listen to a lot of that, a lot of the good stuff. Rush was my guy.
No, he wasn't.
Was he?
bro.
Was he in that episode? I'm
Huh?
trying to think. Was he here for that episode? The Rush Limbaugh?
What?
Probably not. He was probably late.
That's true. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of that. Speaking of white people and shit, yo, Papa John's, nigga, like
Papa
so
John's can't get right.
The former owner of what's the dude's name? I don't even know the dude's name. The
John
former
something.
CEO.
He's Papa John.
Whatever.
His name real John.
Yeah, we're gonna call him John. We call him John. That nigga was on the OAN network 2 days ago talking about he's trying to get the the word nigga out of his vocabulary, and it's been taking up to 20 months for him to get it out of his vocabulary.
Nah, he
Or it's
said
such a
20
hard
months
word.
of intense work. Like,
Yes.
like, what does that even look like? Like, you didn't want to give it up. I doubt you've parted ways with it. It ain't took me 20 months to do shit.
Hell no. However, Spade seems to have thoughts toward this.
An alternative view.
Yeah, like he's gonna co-sign because actually the cool part is when all that Papa John shit went down. I remember Spade used to love Papa John's. Like he eat a whole Papa John's pizza by himself.
That's the
And I was like, nigga, are you still going there? He'd be like, yup. Spade didn't care, nigga. He was like, this shit's good, nigga. I'm gonna roll with it.
he's like,
This
they
is
put the
before
pepper on
Shaq
the
got
side.
involved, nigga.
Shaq gotta go.
Wait,
Shaq
what?
gotta go. Shaq always seems to be on the wrong side of shit, and we let it go
We'll
because
see.
he's big.
Spade. How you feeling about this nigga topic?
Well, first of all, I stopped eating Papa John's, because of the situation. But the 20 months.
Nigga drew a line.
Yeah.
Wait. Now, you stopped doing it because of the shit that he was doing, right? Can you still name your favorite pizza that you used to buy from Papa John's?
It was a chicken pizza. That's it.
Chicken artichoke,
No, just regular, just chicken. It was a
This nigga-
compromise for the family because
white sauce or red sauce?
red.
Oh, you a nigga for
Nigga said it
real.
was compromised for the family. What you compromising?
Well, because I would prefer other like my wife, she wants like vegetarian, like vegetable pizzas, and I'm like more of the meat lovers and stuff like that. So
I
the
bet you are.
compromise is we. Oh,
Spade, nigga
We
gotta
both-
get meat. Nigga.
Bottom's
we
gonna
both-
bottom.
When
We both-
when he's eating that pizza, he puts his men's stomach down playlist on. Nigga, like yeah.
His what? wait. Face down, ass up, dude.
Oh,
Don't
that's the
roll
name of the
over and hit
playlist,
me in the
nigga?
face. Nigga.
Oh wow.
I like a strong man with strong jawline.
Strong jawline. Nigga. Go ahead, Spade.
You throw it back at me.
Wow.
I stopped eating. We stopped eating from there. But the thing with the 20 months of intense work for him to stop using the N word or nigga or nigger with the hard R. I don't know which one he's
Whoa, we
using.
don't say that on this show.
I don't know what version of it he's using. But my point is, I got kind of like two sides of this. One, if you use nigga all the time, it's kind of hard to stop saying nigga.
I
right?
was just thinking we need to get an intense training to not say it on this show because I remember the nigga jar did not go over well. The cup runneth
last time.
over.
Didn't like
Yeah,
Except for Spade, he never put no money in because.
But the
you know
other
how
the other part of that is that when I go to work, we cut the nigga off. I don't say nigga at all at work. You know what I'm saying? So it's not
I'm proud
that
of you.
damn hard. You know what I mean? Like
it.
it's not that damn hard because if it means something to you, you can really stop doing it. Like I don't drop M-bombs at work. I don't drop M-bombs in inappropriate situations. So for him to be in situations where he's like sweating and he just got to get one out, that is crazy to me. That, like you are super duper too comfortable. However, I do have to, and I want to, at one point me and Wise worked near each other. And there was times when we would go to eat lunch together.
Back when y'all was dancing.
whoa, yeah, it wasn't none of that, nigga.
And I started realizing that when we were sitting next to each other eating lunch, it turned into like nigga this, nigga this, nigga this, nigga that. And it was like, whoa, we can't be in this setting.
I'm happy you said that, Spade, because I was gonna kind of go there.
Yeah.
It's controllable until I get around this nigga. Spade.
Niggas.
Like, yeah, pretty much. Like
Yeah.
even Mrs. Spade used to always get on us saying, y'all always saying nigga around each other, like to the point where I think I had one of your kids like saying it by mistake or whatever, because we would say it back and forth so often. And I don't know what it is about this nigga Spade, but every time I'm around this nigga, the N-word just keeps coming out. And I blame you, Spade, because I try not to say it as much. I could be capping a little bit around. I might say it when I'm talking to Arrow on the phone, or if I'm talking to Reap or whatever. When I'm around niggas, yes, I'll say it most likely. I would like to avoid saying this, the N-word. As we talked about it in episode 1 or going into episode 1, we were going to try to not use that terminology here. And it completely failed, as Arrow mentioned a little bit earlier.
It was like
Look,
30 seconds in too.
Here, if you want Papa John's to stop saying nigga, just say nigga around the wrong person.
Well, or
I guarantee it don't take 20 months. He'll figure shit out real quick.
You know, just to piggyback off what Wise Soul is saying here.
Okay, don't after shit you've been talking about today, don't say piggyback around me, nigga. Like, yeah, at all, nigga. Like, yeah.
Y'all the piggyback gang.
Yeah, nigga, we cool, nigga. Like
when you get around
emoji.
If when you get around niggas, you say nigga a lot, then maybe Papa John's need to stop being around niggas. So he don't have to say nigga.
Papa John's ain't saying nigga.
You think he's going he's going with hard R.
That's why he got fired. Nigga, is you crazy?
So would you
been okay? Papa John's was just hollering at niggas and that's why they let him go? Nah.
My nigga Shaq, how y'all feeling right now? Yeah.
Dapping him up like him and Joe Montana, like, what up, Joe, my nigga?
Nigga, don't bring Joe Montana up in this nigga.
Joe Montana was in the commercials too.
It don't matter. Don't bring that nigga up. Yeah.
I was a Papa
cool,
John
fan. Strong caping for Joe Montana.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, don't do that shit, nigga. Like, yeah.
He was one of the faithful, right?
Oh, you got jokes. All right.
No,
all
just
right, Drew Brees, nigga. Drew Brees is probably like endorsing that shit too, nigga. So shut up, nigga.
He didn't say nigga on camera.
All right.
He said it on his ring camera in front of his house a couple times. I'm sure of it. Got to throw to these niggas every day. That nigga Michael Thomas. Nigga,
yeah, exactly.
Nigga in his Jordans.
Shit. Well, Spade is clearly defending this because he loves Papa John's or whatever.
No,
nigga,
we know he leans Proud Boy
conservative to the right. Yeah. You acknowledge that, Spade. It's not
right.
like we capping on
yes, he said he leans alt right.
My nigga said all right. All right. Reap, you're able to control this at work because you're around a bunch of white people, right?
Of course. And then I'm trying to be presentable somewhat. But this is just all a campaign for this guy to try to, get back into the favor of the public. He
not going on OAN.
Yeah.
At all.
Well, I don't know everything that he's doing. I know that that's something that he has been trying to do is to, rehabilitate his public persona. I guess this is how he feels.
Does he still have parts of Papa John's? Does he still own any part of it?
Yes, he's still a shareholder, but he is no longer the acting CEO or whatever.
Yeah, I think they took
or the face, yeah.
So it's still his name, and that still will stop a nigga from buying Papa John's. That shit was nasty anyway. It's no R. Kelly comparison for me.
I think I got one pizza from there, and I never ate there ever.
Papa John's wasn't that great. Spade
I
is
like
the only
Papa
nigga that
John's.
loved it.
Papa John's was pretty good, but I stopped eating it though for the cause.
Okay. You did that for the cause. Okay, nigga.
Yeah.
Spade, that was back when Spade was dating white women. They ordered a little Papa John's. He's like, order a pizza. And that's how you get Papa John's.
No.
He said no.
He's like, yeah, somebody who said no in the background. Yeah. Nigga. Was that Mrs. Spade? Nigga?
He said, I ain't had Papa John's since Heather.
Wow, nigga. All right, shout out to Heather, nigga. All right, look, we got one more topic or whatever we're gonna go ahead and get into to bring it out or recapping in the episode. I don't know whose topic this was. Oh, fuck All-Star Weekend right now. Let's talk about, Spade brought up football real quick. Let's talk about Dak Prescott. We have a resident Cowboy fan in the building on the show, Mr. Arrow. and you have a quarterback that has been signed and not franchise tagged.
Got the bag.
Yeah, he got a real big contract. How
Dak
do you
did
feel
it
about
for
that? You
us.
ain't said nothing about that shit in the group chat or nothing.
In light skinned quarterbacks, we try. I don't fuck with some people in the group chat, nigga. So you know what I'm saying. I ain't throw it in the other group chat. What's that?
You don't trust their sports knowledge?
I ain't saying all that.
I'm not saying no names, nigga.
I ain't saying all that. Hey, I'm happy. I saw
really?
what the alternative was. I just lived
Okay.
through Andy Dalton. The light skinned
he got
quarterbacks
a
get
lot
the
of
bag.
money, nigga. Like a lot of money.
He had the leverage. Spade knows if you got a man pinned down, you're gonna get what you want out of him. And Dak had Jerry Jones pinned down, and he got the bag. Light skinned quarterbacks lead the way. In light, we trust.
Have you always been a fan of Dak, nigga?
Of course.
No. I don't think you always roll with Dak like this. Like,
Always, day one.
no, nigga, don't cap right now. Be real.
No cap.
You was rolling with Dak, nigga, because I remember sometimes in the chat you was like, I ain't say you said get Dak up out of here, but you made it clear you was not a fan of this.
I
nigga
refrained
Dak.
from commenting. I said they're both being assholes in this negotiation for the last 2 years, and now the deal is done, and Dak's the quarterback, and that's what we do. To say I have not riding with Dak, you tripping? Who was I riding with? I'm in the car with the person who's driving, and Dak drives the car.
So, had Dak left at the end of this next year, you would have been fine with that.
What do you mean fine?
Had a new contract, would you have been fine with Dak leaving?
I would have been mad that we franchised him again, and depending on what the moves are, would determine
What would replace him would have determined how you felt about Dak.
Exactly.
So when the Russell Wilson rumors was out there,
make no mistake about it. Last season and this season, I wanted them to sign Dak. I didn't want them to sign Dak. I wanted them to sign Dak earlier at a lower number, so we weren't in this position. But you know, Jerry's going Jerry.
Y'all got some crazy ass contracts on that team, nigga.
We got some. Hey, Big D, big dollars.
Oh, yeah, clarify that, nigga. Pause. Nigga.
Dallas is Big D, and if you go
Spade.
there, you will get the big dollars. And
Spade,
don't talk. Hey,
I don't know what
the Saints' money is way funnier than anybody's money, and you just seen all the picks we got today. We in a good situation.
Are you? So the Cowboys making the playoffs next year?
We're in a better situation than teams with no quarterback. Especially if your quarterback's talking about going to New England, and then you ain't got no quarterback.
Interesting.
But
yet you still don't make the playoffs. Like you got all these players y'all didn't sign.
We didn't make the playoffs.
Y'all still been trash.
We didn't make the playoffs last year. We didn't make the playoffs before that. Don't act like we ain't never been in the playoffs.
Wait. Did you make the playoffs the year before that?
Nope.
Oh, so y'all been trash. No,
we made the playoffs the year before that.
So now we're talking 3 years ago. Before you had all these fat contracts.
You
all
had
these heavy. Hold on, nigga. Hold up. All these heavy contracts y'all got now. Y'all thinking y'all about to just do some shit?
No, I mean, you play the game as it comes to you. What do you want me to do? I'm not making the financial decisions. I ride with the person driving the car, and Jerry Jones drives the car. He takes us.
Okay, so I'm asking you: are you a realistic fan, or are you just a fan that's gonna say we're gonna win regardless? Because Spade's gonna say
you know goddamn well I'm a realistic fan. I'm not the person in the group chat every year saying we're going to the Super Bowl.
So are y'all gonna make the playoffs?
My expectations are always to win the NFC East. We have the most talent, and damn show this year we better win the NFC East. And once you get in the playoffs, whatever happens, happens.
That sounds like Spade playing Madden. Once he get in the playoffs, anything's possible.
That never happens.
That's the thing. He never gets in. Yes. Spade, how you feeling about this Dak Prescott contract there?
I mean, pay the man. I think he's already proven that he was good enough to get the contract. I don't know why they didn't give it to him. But
they could have saved themselves some money if they would have got it done a year or two earlier. Yeah. And
you know what? Honestly, I he's actually surprised me as to how good he is just in general. Because I didn't see this coming when he was at Mississippi State. So
not just how good he is, how bad the Cowboys are when he's not playing. Man had leverage. Like I said, pin him down, Spade. Pin him down.
What y'all gonna do at quarterback, Spade?
We about to get Jameis Winston.
You're gonna get him.
Yeah, I mean
Well, what
he's
money,
technically a
nigga?
free agent. Oh, we just made some more moves today. Emmanuel
Y'all have
Sanders.
no money.
Emmanuel, they
You're
cut
like 80
Emmanuel
million
Sanders.
over the cap, nigga.
Nah, we had like 40. You got to keep it up now. You got to keep
Oh,
up.
now you're
You're
40 million
40
over the cap,
over?
nigga.
Yeah, they've been making moves.
Yeah,
At
you're
one point,
40
we were like,
over.
at one point we were over like 100 million over, and so now they're only at like 40 million. They're restructuring contracts and they're getting enough money so that way they can sign Winston. I trust them. They've already restructured 4 deals and they're working on another 4 or 5.
To get Jameis Winston.
Yeah,
All right.
because it can't be Taysom Hill. So do what you got to do.
Sean Payton said it can be.
Can't be Taysom Hill. Can't be. Sean Payton don't know what he's talking about, and that's why every year I keep on putting up fireSeanPayton.com. So he don't know what he's talking about.
You built a
That is
website?
not affiliated with the We Might Say Anything
You didn't
podcast.
build a website. Remember, you barely know how to get on a website.
Facts, nigga. That's true, nigga. 'Cause you are not tech savvy at all. Reap,
No,
how you feeling about the Dak thing, nigga? I know you're gonna have all the numbers to crunch, nigga.
Yeah. So I
was
thought
talking
that
about
was
stat guy.
I thought that was a good move. I just think, I mean, we all know how much better the Cowboy offense is with him playing quarterback. I've been saying that for years. My brother, a huge Cowboy fan, and he doesn't like Dak, and I'm sure he hates this contract. But yeah,
I
just
never
like Errol
understood
said,
why Cowboy fans never just was down with Dak to begin with. Like it was always like a love-hate thing.
I never understood why they were down for Tony Romo. That was fucking weird. But
I
yeah,
never really heard issues with Romo. Like not like I heard with Dak, nigga. I don't know. But keep going.
We fuck with Romo and we fuck with Dak.
I mean, you should, but Dak's an excellent quarterback, and I think the bigger question is, I mean, are these salaries are they going to cap out salaries like they do in the NBA? That would be my bigger question, because these quarterback salaries are, they keep going up, and then they just the cap now is 182 million. I think that's like 10 million less than what's the year before, 12 million less than the year before.
Well, that's
If
that's
you
because we
think
had
the quarterback
pandemic.
salaries
It was
aren't going to keep going up, you're not in tune to what the fuck's going on.
That's not what I said. What I said is are they going to cap those salaries? Not.
No,
Yeah.
nigga. If
Yeah,
you
they're
think,
not gonna
I
do
know that they're going
if
to
you
keep
think
going
the
up.
quarterback salaries are not going to keep going up, you're not in tune to what's going on.
I know that they're going to keep going up.
So why do you keep saying, I just keep wondering if they're going to cap the quarterback salaries?
Right, like they do in the NBA. Like the NBA.
No. If you
They'll
think
never get to
they
that
are
point.
going to cap the quarterback salaries, you are not in
Who's-
tune to what's going on.
So who's next up
the
on the
TV
quarterback
contracts
side?
keep getting bigger.
Who gets the deal next? Who's next up? Because Dak is
Oh,
definitely gonna get the
Lamar
pass, nigga.
Jackson.
Yeah. Now the Ravens better see what just happened. Sign this nigga now.
But see, this Lamar, I think he has more leverage than Dak had. He had an MVP. He's been in the playoffs. He ain't really been successful in the playoffs though. Nigga.
Yes, but sign him now.
Nah. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you-
Don't play the franchise tag game with him because that's dangerous, nigga.
Like Dak played the game better than Pat Mahomes did. Pat Mahomes shouldn't have signed that contract.
That's the cold part. He set a bar which he's really undercutting himself. 'Cause
Yes,
Mahomes
and he signed for way too fucking long.
much. Yeah.
The short deal is the way to go, especially now the quarterbacks is playing today like 40. The good ones. So you just keep.
Well, except for
you
that
keep
one in New
making these
Orleans, he
short
wasn't really
deals.
that good. That nigga was
Nah,
trash,
but he kept
nigga.
playing.
He tried, nigga, until he
Shit,
got
he's
his
thinking
ribs
about
fractured
coming
and
back.
shit,
That
nigga.
bag is ever so calling.
Spade would be down with that, nigga. He
I hope he does come back.
With,
I can't
Breeze,
wait
nigga.
to watch Drew Brees throw 4 yards down the
I
field.
mean, I'll take going to the second round of the playoffs. I mean,
You think that's where you?
Oh, that's what we doing.
You think Drew Brees is trending on the same line? Nah, that's going down.
I'd prefer he didn't and we moved on. But if he comes back, I'm not mad at it.
Why can't
I
they
don't
move
even-
on from him? Why can't they move on from him?
No, I think that I totally believe they are. They already have. They restructured his deal already. He's making like league minimum, and we saved $24 million in cap space just for him restructuring that deal. So I don't think he's coming back.
Million, nigga.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back at all. But if people want to say, "Oh, in case he comes back," I'm like, "Hey, come on back, Drew. You won us a Super Bowl." Like, I'm not really mad at anything
That's
Drew Brees
the
does.
dumbest way you cannot think like that.
Okay, but you also talk about a team where like we used to have to wear bags on our heads.
Move on.
You know what I'm saying?
Move
So-
on. Move on.
So if he wants to keep playing,
Well,
Go
in your
ahead,
logic, that means the Saints are always going to be the Aints. Based off of your logic previously in past episodes, you are who you are. So are they always going to be the Aints, nigga, with the bags? I mean, that's what it is, right?
what I'm saying is that we've had some really good years, but our history has been that we haven't been very good. So
So you are what your history says you are.
I mean, maybe until someone changes it. I mean, let's be real. The 49ers were garbage until they started winning Super Bowls.
No.
Most
You
teams are,
stated
though.
on the episode,
Mhm.
nigga, you are who you are, and that does not change, nigga. That is your DNA print, nigga.
But that's
are
not
the
the
Saints gonna always just be the Aints, nigga. I'm asking this a question, nigga.
Well, they
Based
won
off
a
of your
Super-
logic.
I think you can't compare that. I was talking about people. You're talking about a whole team, which is a
A
collective.
team full of people.
Yeah, it's a collective. So you can't. The collective change when you put new parts in. So
My nigga got his pencil on everything. What are you, Lee Corso right now, nigga?
Nah, he's definitely Les Miles.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's the space. You had a tough week, nigga. Some shit going down for you.
no, I always thought Les Miles should have got fired a long time ago from LSU. I was never a Les Miles fan. So
So
you know,
Spade,
You've never said that.
Wait, Les
I
Miles
was
won
not a
you
Les Miles
a
fan.
championship.
yeah, he did with the same
you said
team.
he was the Mad Hatter, nigga.
And
Yeah,
why is it,
because
and,
he was
and
on
why
my
should he
team.
be? Hey, wait a second. Why should he be fired? Like, can't you separate the stuff that he does off the field from what the stuff that he does
Don't
on the
do
field?
this, nigga.
Are you so you're saying Joe Paterno and Sandusky should have kept their jobs then?
No, I'm saying they
Why
both
would I
should have
go to
been
this kind of
fired.
stuff?
Because I'm just like, what is he talking about here? Like someone playing football. I mean, being a football coach it's not the same to me. It's not the same to me.
So Spade, let me just ask this. Tell us how All-Star Weekend went, because I know you were out there in Atlanta this past weekend. How'd it go?
Nigga, I was not in.
I heard you
All-Star
had some.
Weekend.
You were getting in and out of U-Haul vans.
I heard some nigga treated you right.
I was not.
That was
At
the real
the
reason
All-Star
you was out
Weekend.
this past episode, right?
No, it wasn't. I was not at the All-Star Weekend.
So you
I
want to
would-
recap anything?
No, I would never go to All-Star Weekend.
They said you came home and took a Plan B pill just in case.
All right. Does anybody want to recap the All-Star situation out of Atlanta?
All-Star
Was it a
shit
success?
show.
Was it a failure?
The game
y'all feel?
itself should have
Just
never
fuck The
happened.
game, just the event itself.
It should have never happened. The quality of motherfuckers that ran down to Atlanta with no money, ran down to Atlanta to go be in clubs, went back home, probably got their grandma sick, just for the chance to see some motherfuckers with money. Sad.
Reap, are you okay, nigga? You look sad, nigga. How'd you feel about the All-Star event, nigga?
That shit was trash, and they should have never had it. And dunk contest
I'll say
was
this.
boring. I did like Steph Curry winning. Just reward him. Just add to legacy, I guess.
I'll say
to
that. I watched the
to
events.
validate his shooting, I guess. But like,
I watched
all
the
that other
events. I
stuff,
watched the
you know.
game. I don't have an issue with it. It was sports, just whatever. I think we talked about this before. We appreciate them giving to the HBCUs and all that stuff and making it about the HBCUs during the whole event. The issue I have with that is the NBA could have done that outside of even having an All-Star game. They could have just done that anyway. They have the money.
The All-Star game
structure's
was
there.
to make money.
Right.
They went for
They
the money
could've
grab,
done
and
it
they
too.
supposed to be the leaders of showing these other motherfuckers the right way to do shit, and they
Yeah.
did it completely wrong. They reached for the bag. They went just like them girls who went down to Atlanta with no money and no place to stay and no rental cars, living in U-Hauls for a weekend.
Hanging out, letting Spade drive him around and shit. That shit was wild. And this the cold part. Two players from the 76ers, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, didn't even get to play because they got hit with some
Trace, COVID
tracing or whatever, contact tracing or whatever. So that in itself already set off a bad start. I would have just shut the whole shit down, but the NBA
Should've
didn't
never
care because
happened.
they was getting the money.
Be more responsible, because just don't look at the game. Look at all the people that ran down there. Them clubs was packed. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, Atlanta was definitely showing out, and it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened.
If we could just last 2 more months, we would be good.
All right.
But hey,
Spade, did you make it back? Did you quarantine after you got back, or?
If I had gone, I would have quarantined. But again, I don't go to All-Star games and stuff like that.
he's like, I just put bleach all over my body and tried to wash away the sins.
Wow, nigga. Spade's like, why you smiling? Nigga? You just smile like.
I just don't believe in All-Star games and stuff like that. I don't believe in going to those type
Wait,
of.
that's a funny belief or non-belief. I don't believe in All-Star games.
What does that?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't believe in going to All-Star games and stuff like that, like hanging out for the weekend for All-Star games. I don't even like going to the clubs and stuff like that when they got famous people at them. I don't do that.
You said you went to the club for Cisco.
Thing.
What the fuck? See,
I don't, because if I'm going to the club like that, like, you know, you working from a disadvantage. Like, I'm gonna go to the All-Star weekend trying to holler at women who there to go see niggas who make way more money than me. Like, why am I doing that? If I'm going purely for basketball to go watch the All-Star game, that's one thing. But if I'm going down there trying to holler at people, I'm not going the night when like all the ballers are there.
that's because you went to All-Star games when Julius Erving was dunking from the free throw line.
I'm just saying, like, you know,
everybody was lining up doing cocaine, nigga. Like, oh.
Open cocaine, no secrets.
Oh my God, man.
Like last time I went to the All-Star game, nigga, somebody stole my bell bottoms, nigga. I had to go home bottomless. I had to find my way home bottomless.
Wow, nigga. Ways. That happened, nigga. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Another episode done, wrapped up in the books. We've been out here about 90 minutes. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We appreciate the chat. Tune in to the next episode. We'll be back another time. Again, fellas, thanks for being on. We appreciate you. Anybody want to say anything before we get out?
Support your public libraries.
Y'all sound like y'all want to. Y'all sound like there's no reason for a library.
Donate a book.
That's what I'm taking from this conversation. Y'all don't think they should even exist.
Again, nobody said
you
that.
You be bringing this on yourself, my guy. Like, I've been trying to wrap it up, get us out of here.
Now
you're saying we anti-library.
That we talk about. It ain't got shit to do with the library.
We are in a pandemic, my nigga.
Definitely in a pandemic.
We're not afraid to go places and do things, but right now it's just not a good idea.
There's books on tape. I mean, audio books.
Yeah.
You don't got to go nowhere. You can put a book on your phone right now.
Mm-hmm.
About pressure cookers. What? You could Google pressure cooker recipes.
I explained. Okay. Yes, I could Google recipes. Yes, I could. You are correct.
Well,
so also Amazon has this real great return policy. So they give you almost like 30 days. So if you read a book real quick, you can
read a book on the phone.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably could
listen to a book in your phone.
Yep.
But no, I just thought about it. You know what? Reap don't care no more. He got the vaccine. He good, nigga. That's why he out there. It makes sense now.
Reap, so get your vaccines and everybody. I'll see you at the public library.
that's what we doing, right?
How old? I refuse to believe that there are new books in the library.
You should probably go to one then.
Oh.
Okay, well, let me just say this. Some
strong shots fired.
Make sure that after the show, you check out R. Kelly's remix to Ignition. You know, it's okay to listen to it. I'm gonna put that out there for you.
I mean, if you want to be R. Kelly's mouthpiece for the last thing, I'm at least trying to get the public libraries occupied. Donate a book to your public library. Reap might pick it up and not tell us about it.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Again, thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all next time. We out.